looking, picking when I really get to clicking, but I'm looking for a sister to revive them when I kiss them. If you want some love, just let me know.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Ashley and welcome to Ashley's Roses. So for those who don't know, I am in college and I'm a fourth year and I'm currently studying cinematic arts. This year, everything is online, as it is with most schools this year due to our current situation. But I actually used to be homeschooled 1st through 7th grade, so I don't mind working from home. Today, I'm showing you guys a little bit into my day in my life with college and sharing my tips and advice. So with that said, let's just get started. One thing that has actually helped me over the years to be productive is to maintain a schedule. But I know how easy it can be to sleep in, roll out of bed, and then turn on your computer to do your online class. And sometimes that works for some people, but it doesn't really work for me. For me, I need to be dressed, looking good, just like as I would be for physically going to school. So with having a schedule and having a routine, it's important to remember to take breaks and have different times set for different things. For me, I'm the type of person who will just keep going and going and going with work to the point where I realize that it's almost dinner time and I did not eat lunch. So I don't like to stop when I'm working. I like to keep going. I like to continue. So I actually set like a bunch of alarms. So as you can see here, I have several different alarms for throughout the day just to remind me of like, hey, you have about 30 minutes till your class starts, or hey, you should take a lunch break right now. And just having that just really keeps my schedule in place. So I have a time that I specifically check in and get started at work, and then I have a time set to end the day. That way I'm not spending hours in the night on homework. That way I can separate school life from personal life while at home. With the idea of getting ready for school, as I said, I like to wear comfortable clothes. And I mean, if wearing sweatpants works for you, that works for you. But for me, it does not. I cannot. When I wear sweatpants, I feel like I'm just gonna go to sleep. But I'm not saying like you have to like wear a dress. I mean, if you want to wear a dress, wear a dress. But for me, I have like these stretchy, comfortable jeans that I like to wear. Like when I put this on, it means it's time to work. I like to wear like a comfy crop top like this and just put my hair back, you know. Some people I know like to put on makeup. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, not as much as I used to. But every once in a while, I'll just put on a little bit of makeup if I need that. But one thing that actually helps me stay motivated and feel like I'm ready for the day is actually to put on a little bit of my perfume. But just dabbing on that perfume just kind of wakes me up and kind of gets me focused and ready for school. I don't know. So if I could tell younger Ashley to do this, she would definitely rebel. She would not want to do it. But that's having a planner and a to-do list. When I was in high school, I had one of these, but I did not fill it out. I don't think I actually started using a planner until last year, like fully using it. I would just kind of use it in the past and then halfway through the year stop using it. But I don't know, at home I kind of lose track of days and I lose track of what things I need to get done. Especially when you have online classes, you don't have that teacher sitting with you telling you like, okay, remember you have this due. Like you have to stay on top of it yourself. So having a planner definitely helps. I use 2 planners. I actually use this paper one, but I also use a Google Calendar. That way I have 2 copies. I have my digital version and I have my paper version. I like having my paper version because I can have this satisfying feeling of checking things off, but I also like having on digital just in case I don't have this with me. One thing that I've developed during this time of studying at home is having a workspace, and it is so important to have a workspace. And as much as I know a lot of you are not going to like me saying this, don't do your schoolwork in your bed. because that's kind of hard on your brain to be able to separate work and study from sleep. Because if that's the area that you're doing all your studying in, every time you go to the area, your mind will think it's time to work rather than to sit there and sleep and relax. So this year, my parents helped me create like a little school space in my room, which just like made it easier to work. So I have a little spot in my room that I can just chill, relax, read books, watch TV, whatever. Then I have my bed. That's also a place for me to just relax and to sleep. But then this section right here is my workspace. And this is where I get things done. We kind of create like an L-shaped desk because I like L-shaped desks, but also when I'm doing schoolwork, I tend to spread out. So I like having the room to spread out. It's also really important that you have different things around you that kind of inspire you. So whether that's quotes or different like things that you put on your wall, just things that motivate you, or candles. Like some people get motivated by having a candle burning. I do that every once in a while, but not all the time. No, I take that back. I do that a lot of time. So I do have a candle burning every once in a while, but I also like to have flowers next to me. It really kind of perks up my day. And I actually got these flowers. They're fake, but I got these flowers because it just has a bright pop of color and it makes me happy, and it's all my favorite flowers and plants. Obviously, being at home, there are tons of distractions. Your cell phone. And you don't have those teachers who are here saying, don't be on your phones, blah, 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 because basically when you're at home, you can get away with everything. But I created a designated box for any electronics that I want to keep in here, but also a way to put my phone in and just forget about it. So if I'm getting too distracted by my phone, I put it in here. That way, I just don't have to deal with it. A lot of times I do have my phone out when I'm doing schoolwork though, because sometimes I am communicating with different classmates and such. I do have an iPad that I use occasionally for schoolwork. At my high school, we were an iPad school, so it's kind of how I learned how to take notes and do stuff over the years. I don't do it as often as I used to, but I have the iPad here if I need it. But I do a lot of my work on my laptop. And obviously there are a lot of distractions on here too. You can go shopping, you can go on YouTube, you can go on Netflix and everything like that. And there are different things you can put on your computer where it kind of locks it, where you can't go on those sites. I had to use that once for a class and I hated it because it messed me up, because there are some places there's some websites I needed to go to for my schoolwork, but I couldn't go to because there's like a block on it. So, I mean, you can use that if that works for you, but for me it doesn't. But I just know that if I'm sitting here at my desk where I should be studying, and if I'm just watching YouTube, that's not being productive, and that does not help me as a student in the long run. So I avoid it. I make sure that this area is specifically for school. Last couple of things. So obviously I said make sure you have a workspace and have things that brighten you and help you focus. Another thing that really helps me is having music that helps me focus and relax and just, I don't know, enjoy doing my schoolwork. So I actually have a couple of playlists on my Spotify that you guys can go and check out if you want to. The first one is called Vibe and Study. And on that playlist, it just has a bunch of chill-like songs that help me focus. And if I need a playlist that doesn't have, if I need to listen to music that doesn't have any words, then I listen to my Quiet Nights playlist. This one has a bunch of instrumental music from some of my favorite movies and just really relaxed music. a couple other things that I listen to on Spotify. I've realized that I listen to a lot of Taylor Swift when I'm studying. I don't know, just her music just kind of helps me focus. But I've been listening to a lot of Folklore, which is her new album, and just some of her past albums. So that's one other thing I listen to. Then the last thing that I listen to, it's a playlist that I found on Spotify that's called Coffee Shop Sounds. It's like normal sounds that you're used to hearing, but it just kind of blurs out in the background, but you're able to focus with it. I have done this since high school, but I would listen to coffee shop sounds on YouTube, and just having that distant sound of a coffee shop and people talking in the background kind of helped me focus. And I would also go to the coffee shop a lot to do homework or to study. So having that common sound playing in the background just kind of helps me if nothing else is working. Overall, guys, I know this is a really hard transition for some people, or just like a really different transition for a lot of people. But I think that like once you really figure out your routine and what works best for you, you'll be able to find your rhythm. And I hope that some of these tips helped you guys, and that some of them that you're able to apply. But also comment below some things that work for you guys. I'm sure that a lot of other people might want to see some other tips and tricks that other people have tried, and they might want to try that to their routine as well. Also, if you comment below, I respond to every comment. So put a comment down there and I'll respond. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and turn on that post notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And also, guys, please give this video a big thumbs up. When you guys give a thumbs up, it really helps my channel and my videos out. So with all that said, I hope you guys have a great school year, and feel free to ask me questions down in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!